Why do people invest in Ripple? I don't know. Okay, because it is just for transferring money from one country to the other. Okay, and they make this bold claim that more banks are going to be integrating Ripple, excuse me, are going to be using Ripple technology for cross-border transactions. Now the question now is, how many banks have you heard that actually using Ripple, for that purpose? All right, they actually Ripple using Ripple as for that purpose. And at some point, I used to consider Ripple like more like a private blockchain. Okay, so for that reason, I didn't pay much attention to it. But recently, people is giving some kind of vibes, some kind of positive vibe recently. That is why I decided to make this review with you. Like, is this that something is cooking? Okay, is that something is cooking about Ripple that should be aware of? Okay, can Ripple actually lead us to the next bull market? I ask myself that kind of question a lot. Right? I ask myself that kind of question a lot. This is the Ripple chart right here. Okay, this is Ripple chart. And if you can recall, I trade Ripple, but I've never made the mistake of investing in Ripple before. Okay, maybe that would have been a good mistake. Maybe okay, maybe if I had invested in Ripple, maybe at this level, okay, by now I know I could have cashed out, on this pump. Maybe, all right, maybe, or maybe if I'm waiting for 5x, 10x, maybe I could have made out of this pump and probably wait until I have that 5x or 10x on my portfolio. All right. So, can Ripple lead to the next bull season? Can they actually lead us to the next bull season? All right. So, the last bull market was actually led by DeFi and GameFi projects. Okay, if you pay attention, the last bull season was led by DeFi protocols, and GameFi projects. So we witnessed a lot and lot of game finance, and decentralized finance last bull season. And those projects that are into DeFi and GameFi, they had a massive run in the last bull market. So you see projects like AXS having like 20x in the last bull season. You will see a project like Uni for Uniswap, project like Cake, doing like 10x, 15x in the last bull season. All right. So these are the guys that led, the last bull season. All right. So, but the jungle is now getting matured, and I kind of believe that the old guys will have their own time in the next postseason. They are going to have their own time because um, those who are actually going to be, the game has gotten to the point that we're going to be seeing more and more of institutions investing into cryptocurrencies. Okay, and institutions will not go for Wakanda Inu. Those institutions will not go for Shiba Inu, obviously. Okay, those institutions now, they will not go for all of these so-called gems that you talk about. All of these the gems. No, they're not here for that. They are here for they're going to be here for those coins that have a track record, historical track record. Dating back to like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years ago. Those are the coins that they're going to be paying attention to when they come. And they are here. Okay, their footprint is quite obvious. Okay, their footprint is quite obvious. So if you are paying attention, you must have seen those footprint also by yourself. Okay, so and now I can tell you for a fact that they have a solid footprint on Ripple. Okay, they have a solid footprint on Ripple. Probably we may have the moment we have Bitcoin spot ETF, guys, be prepared for Ripple and Ethereum spot ETF. Be ready for it. Okay, in fact, the Ripple ETF is even more likely than Ethereum ETF because those big guys, come on, guys, think about this. Okay, ask yourself, a particular company fought war against SEC. Okay, they have received 3 judgments. Think about this. Okay, they have received 3 judgments, and 3 out of 3 they have won it. Okay, 3 out of 3 they have won it. What does that mean to you? Someone said I can't see anything. What's happening? So, where did you stop hearing me? At what point? Okay, I've actually talked about the Ripple top guys. Okay, and what could be cooking for them. Did you hear that part? Okay, I talked about the possibility of Ripple ETF. Did you hear that part? Okay, I want to know exactly what point you missed so I can continue from that point. Okay, I want to know exactly what you missed because I've actually talked a lot before you guys brought my attention to this. Okay, I've done a lot of other things before you brought my attention to this. You know, are you? Let me know the last thing you heard, the last part. Let me know. Okay, let me know so I can start from there. Okay, because the essence is that you should gain more insight after this conversation. That is the essence. Okay, so if you miss that, then it's of no much use or importance to you. So we are on introduction based on disconnect. Okay, okay, you were on the introduction before the disconnection. Introduction to Ripple, right? Okay, Franklin. Okay, Franklin said we didn't hear anything. Chukwe Bukarada says you went off on your introduction. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. So sorry about that. You asked us how many of us have investment in Ripple. Yeah, I remember that I asked that question. So let me just start afresh because I can see we have more new participants. Okay, so let me just go ahead and start afresh now. Okay, now I told you that I don't invest in Ripple. Okay, because I can't seem to wrap my head around it. Okay, around the Ripple technology. Okay, I don't seem to. I can't seem to see a use case. No, we all know the use case of Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum is just beyond buy and sell, or is beyond you know um, send and receive. It's beyond that. Okay, Ethereum is like an operating system. Okay, it's like a decentralized operating system. That's what Ethereum is. Okay, and open source for that matter. Okay, so is Ripple truly open source? Not really, because most of the codes are being developed by the Ethereum Foundation. Okay, so you cannot wake up one day and say you want to contribute to the Ethereum open source. It's not as easy as that. So for that reason, I can't really say that the Ethereum is an open source um, project, kind of. Okay, but we will know that it is a decentralized operating system. Okay, where you can build a lot of applications. You know, we call it DApp, but they are still applications. Okay, where you can build that on a Ethereum blockchain, on that layer, on that foundation. Okay. But Ripple doesn't have that. Not until recently that they started, encourage developers to come on board and develop, infrastructures and deploy infrastructures on the Ripple blockchain. Not until recently. Okay, so for that reason, their eyes are open to a new paradigm. Okay, so for that reason, there could be a new paradigm, a new paradigm shift. Okay, a shift, that will allow people to deploy infrastructure on the Ripple ledger, the Ripple blockchain. That is one shift. Okay, then another shift is that I kind of think that that's my personal opinion, please. Okay, I kind of believe that there is more possibility that Ripple could have an ETF maybe after the Bitcoin ETF is been approved and accepted globally. Okay, then I have this bias based on my own research. Okay, I have this bias that Ripple may likely get ETF approval before Ethereum spot approval. Why? Okay, the reason is not far-fetched. It's quite straightforward. Okay, let me ask you a question like, um, they've been in this lawsuit for a while. Okay, there is history of SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Okay, for those of you who may be interested in that, I'm actually share a link with you in the Telegram channel. Okay, you can go through that link and learn so much from that. Okay, so they've been in a very strong lawsuit that lasted for several years, like 3 4 years against these guys. Now there have been three judgments, three verdicts. I don't know, maybe verdict is the right word. If you're lawyers and you're watching me right now, please correct me on that. Okay. So if you're a lawyer and you're watching right now, please correct me. So, but they've given three judgments. Now, 3 out of 3 judgment against SEC, they have won 3. 3-0. Imagine 3-0. 3-0. 3 different judgments, they've won 3 out of 3. What does that what idea are you getting from that? Okay, it means that some of the guys that are very influential, that have crazy amount of influence, they belong to that company. Okay, they are part of the Ripple lab. Recently, their co-founders won a case. Okay, they won a judgment against SEC. Okay, not only they won in the sense that the SEC had to withdraw that case that they filed against them. They had to withdraw that lawsuit against them. If me and you we have a case in the court, okay, and I decide when I look, somebody must have advised SEC. The SEC will have their own legal team that is under SEC payroll. All right. So somebody must have advised them, maybe a legal advisor, that it makes sense for them to withdraw that case because there may be a likelihood that they may lose that case against Ripple. Okay, it may appear to you like a draw, like okay, they play draw now, isn't it? But that isn't a draw. Okay, it shows a level of weakness from the part of SEC. All right, because the government is fighting the case, because SEC is actually representing the government, and they decide to withdraw that case from the court. That is a big win for crypto. Okay, that is a big win for crypto. Now, if you look at these events, why I say that can Ripple lead next bull season? If you look at these events, let me use an arrow to illustrate this. Look at these events. This is it. There was a crazy pump on, I think, was it July 13 or something? Let me check. Let me confirm that. Okay, July 14th. Okay, on that day. There was a crazy pump. Okay, and that pump actually led Ripple to doing like almost 100% on that day. Look at this. Close to 100% movement in 24 hours. Because an area court in the US, that woman, Torres, gave a judgment in favor of Ripple. Boom, it moved. That day alone, okay, there was a spillover effect of that news also on crypto markets. BNB rose in value, Bitcoin rose in value, okay, which other one again? Filecoin rose in value. So especially those coins that are having case with the SEC, okay, that have been accused by SEC, those coins, they had a quick jump in value that day. Okay, it was not a crypto versus SEC case, for God's sake. It was a Ripple versus SEC case. Okay, and because they won the judgment, okay, that actually had a speed effect in the crypto market. All right. However, okay, it crashed thereafter. There was a crash. So if you go to this, probably if you have the TradingView account, okay, you search for crypto niche on TradingView. If you have an account right there, search for crypto niche to see some of the published analysis. Let me show you. Okay, no, don't go to symbols. Go to people. You may not find this. I made a mistake from my part. No. You're not going to find that. So search for crypto niche. So let me refresh this. Let me go back. I made a mistake. Okay, go to tradingview.com. Okay, then you search for crypto niche. Okay, search for crypto niche. But before you hit the enter button, okay, you go to people. All right, then you see this. And you see some of the analysis. Okay, if you scroll down, you see analysis on Ripple made when sometimes I think it's been almost 2 months now, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken. Now look at this. On July 14th, I actually made this analysis, on a weekly time frame. That looks like a madman analysis. Okay, it seems like a very high time frame for you guys, isn't it? So I made an analysis on Ripple, okay, and I was expecting a movement like this on Ripple, okay. So then the trade was opened, okay, then it reached a target on August 17th. all targets smashed August 17th. Okay, if you look at this, it lasted over a month. How many of you can wait for that period? All of you want to open trade today and have profit tomorrow, isn't it? That's by the ways. So I opened that on July 15th, and it smashed target on when? On this day. Okay, and it's actually dropped further. Okay, so if you play this bar, you see exactly what I'm talking about. If you play this to see how it played out. Okay, how it played out. Now, it's about time that Ripple will go up again. Okay, it's about time that Ripple will go up again. How do you know? You're gonna ask, how do I know? Fundamentally, look at this. Fundamentally, it's about time that Ripple will go up again. Okay, so for those of you that miss the opportunity to buy Ripple probably around this price level, you have a chance. Okay, and that chance could be around 0.48 for you. Okay, based on what you have on this chart. Okay, could be that level. Now, if you look at this spotlight, there was an analysis on news.bitcoin. Okay, for those of you who are familiar with this platform, okay, there are 10 wallets, 10 big wallets, okay, almost on a monthly basis. The Ripple that you are selling, they are buying from you. Okay, this guy, it seems like they have an agent across exchanges. Okay, you sell your bag, they buy and send it out. Pew. They buy within 48 hours, they send it out. Pew. And they've loaded these 10 wallet addresses. Okay, I can send this link to you if you want. Okay, they've heavily loaded these wallet addresses with more Ripple. Okay, these are what they are, the institutional buyers. Okay, these are the institutional buyers. They are buying. Okay, there are on-chain footprints of these guys making consistent purchase of Ripple. Okay, because there is a force. Okay, there's some cabal. Let me put it that way. Maybe cabal. Maybe that could be the right way. I may be wrong. There are some forces in the financial market, in the finance world, that are actually backing these guys. Even though the product that they have may not really seem to be like a sellable product. Okay, may not really appear to be like a hot product in the market. Okay, but they are buying. They are buying. They are making that position right now. Okay, and why do you think that these guys are buying? Well, let me even show you some of that. Well, look at this. These are their addresses. Okay, this is one of them. Okay, on xrpscan.com. Okay, this is some of them. All right, see how much XRP these guys are buying, guys. See how much they are buying. Okay, and more wallets are having more than 10,000 Ripples. Okay, if you check a lot of on-chain transactions, for those of you that know how to track stocks, okay, more wallets are buying, like more wallets are having 10,000 worth of Ripple, 10,000 units. Okay, more wallets are having 100,000 worth of Ripple. Okay, so what it means is that these guys, they know something that you do not know, that you don't know. Okay, sometimes sometimes before some event will happen, people that are actually orchestrating that event, they will have known before it happens. Okay, this Israel, Palestine, whatever, it is being planned. Those that planned it knew that something like this will happen. They will know. All right, because they are the players. Okay, they are the players. You have players and you have the pawns, in that game, that they are moving across boards as they want. They will have known. So when you see some of these top guys that are loading this massively, it will give you an indication of what is about to happen. When you see newly wet addresses, XRP for God's sake, that doesn't have any use case whatsoever, and according to me, okay, when you see these guys, ordering it, buying more, new ones are being created. I know, imagine, I actually tracked the transaction. I think, I actually tracked the transaction, okay, on Ripple blockchain. About 30 new wallet addresses were created, and in less than 2 months, they were filled up with at least 100,000 units of Ripple. Okay, it means that these guys know something. Okay, they know something that you don't know. All right. So And couple the fact that Ripple doesn't actually have a big inflation rate. Let me explain that. Okay, inflation rate goes a long way to dilute the valuation of an asset. Okay, for those of you that knows how inflation rate works. Okay, why are you shouting about the naira? Okay. What you can buy it for 10,000 naira 3 years ago, 10,000 naira cannot buy it this year because of inflation. Okay, so there are some blockchains that have a permanent inflation rate. Some do have an adjustable inflation rate data. Okay, so it is being adjusted based on some specific content data that is being received by that oracle feed, that oracle. Okay, so now what I'm saying is that Ripple have a very, let me use that grammar. That is very nonsense English, really. But Ripple have a very low inflation rate. How do I know? Okay, come here, come to the market cap right here. Okay, then go to Ripple. Where is it? Okay, click on Ripple. Then you see something amazing right here. Okay, and what do you see here? Okay, you see that Ripple has been existing for so many years ago. At least before 2014 it has been existing. Okay, this year will make it like over 10 years that Ripple has been existing. Okay, over 10 years. Now look at the circulating supply of Ripple. Okay, 53.44. Look at the total supply of Ripple. Okay, even though some have been burnt already. Okay, so then look at the max supply. Okay, what you have now is 53.4% of what you will have in future, like the maximum supply. Okay, so now people think like, oh, people have about 20 something billion-dollar worth of valuation. For God's sake, how much is $20 billion when BlackRock want to invest in it? Ask yourself. Okay, how much is 20 something billion? Even if it is 50 billion, how much is 50 billion when Fidelity want to invest into Ripple? Okay, so in my own analysis, in my own personal research, Ripple have a chance, maybe in the next 2 years, 3 years from now, it has that chance, okay, of being added to some ETFs, a sport ETFs, not just ETFs. They are two different things. Okay, there is that chance for it because the connection is there. Excuse me, that connection is there for them. Does it make any sense to you? Okay, it's there for them. All right. So they are buying and sending it out. Their data on exchanges. Okay, for those of you that read some of those researches, okay, there are data on exchanges that stipulates that they are buying and moving it out. But you want to sell whatever you have. Okay. So guys, the fact that there is a max supply on this, okay, and this is an indication that people have a very low. Imagine a coin that has been existing for the past 10 years, more than 10 years now, and only 53% is in calculation. Think about that. Whereas there are some dead coins, some useless coins today. They are being launched today, and in 2 years, you already have about 70% in circulation. In 2 years, you already have 70% in circulation. Okay, so these guys have a very low inflation rate. Couple the fact that there is a maximum supply. I know coins that I have personally invested in that does not even have a maximum supply. Okay, but I know they have a low inflation rate. So if a coin have inflation rate, okay, it's a good buy for you. And couple the fact that Ripple also will become deflationary. Okay, I'm telling you for a fact now. Ripple also will become deflationary. Okay, over time, because once there are more, okay, a time will come whereby there will be more usefulness, like more use cases for it. There will be more and more on-chain transaction on Ripple. Okay, and those on-chain transactions that are being conducted, because those fees that you are paying, they are being burnt. Okay, so by the time there is a massive adoption, a huge volume in on-chain transactions, okay, that will lead to bond. Okay, they'll be bonding those transactions on-chain. Okay, and that will actually make it either deflationary or static. No inflation, no deflation. Okay, because if If about 0.3% more Ripple, or let me say about 0.8% more Ripple get into circulation, okay, and the same value is being burnt that year through various transactions across the world, okay, what it means is that there is no inflation, there is no deflation, okay. If we have 0.8% more supply of Ripple in a year, I have 0.5 that is being born through, through transactions, okay, that is 0.3% inflation on that. That is still low compared to other popular blockchains that we all know of. All right, so these are things you need to pay attention to. However, technically, for those who would like to invest into Ripple, okay, you may not want to buy now at this price, okay, because 0.48 seems to be a more realistic price for you to enter, okay, which is somewhere around this level, okay, around this level, yeah, okay, 0.47, 0.48, around this level, okay, that would have been a very good level for you to buy if you truly want to invest into Ripple, okay. So at another level for you to consider entry, which is not so realistic, honestly, I won't lie to you, okay, is this level, okay, which is not so realistic, okay, which is not so realistic if you ask me, okay, it is this level, okay. So I won't lie to you, I have loaded people at this level, because I always tell people, even my students, that if I tell you to buy something, forget it, engineer has bought it, Abibola don buy am. I will not tell you to do what I'm not doing. In my life in this space, this it's been over 6 years now. I've never spent a dime to buy. I've never in my life considered to buy Ripple and hold it. I have never done it before. Okay, and you cannot see me. Go and check my online footprints. You cannot see me talking about Ripple investment. You can never see it. However, this is the first time. This is the first time I'm telling any of my students. Franklin, if you are here, you can bear me witness. If Franklin, if you are here, you can bear me witness. In the trade to earn group, this is the first time this year I told them this year, buy Ripple. When I say buy Ripple, I don't buy them. Forget it. It is there, loaded. And when I have more, okay, I will buy more. Okay, if let me give a no, don't. I shouldn't even go into that. I'll review that one later. Okay, I'll review that one later. I shouldn't go into that. So but the bottom line is that you have the opportunity to load Ripple now. Okay, to load Ripple at 0.48. Set your order. Okay, set your order. Be confident. Okay, be confident in what you're doing. Set your order. And if you want to, like, you know, maybe you want to DCA, if you want, maybe, okay, then the next level should be like 0.34. Worst case scenario. Because those who are buying they will not give you that peace. They are buying. These guys know something that we don't know. They are buying. Okay, there is, the off-chain track record is there. Do your research. It's there. They are buying. I don't miss out of this. Although, guys, this is not a financial advice. Trust me. Okay, there is this disclaimer. Don't say, engineer said I should do this. No, 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 no. I'm telling you what I'm doing. Most times when I make analysis and publish on TradingView, I said, this is what I'm doing. Okay, this is what I'm doing. There are some of my trades, many of them on TradingView. Some I publish them, some I not publish them. The analysis have been there for the past 1 month or more than 1 month. The trade are still there. Okay, I do analysis and I get locked in. I do analysis and I get locked in right there. I don't say, yeah, if you like, tell me it's not working. That's your own problem. I do analysis and I get locked in that analysis because over time I've learned to actually follow what I know, what I see, what I'm convinced about. I get locked in. Don't say because I have a giddy. No, because it is not okay when you do your own analysis, your own research. Imagine you spend hours on research, 6 hours on research, okay, and you have a result, you've made a conclusion. Not because somebody said otherwise, now discard that. That is not sense. Okay, that is not sense, honestly. So once you do a research, I've done my research and I'm locked in on this fact. Okay, and I'm locked in on this fact. Okay, so guys, I've been into this since 0.48. Okay, and my next level is 0.35 if I have the opportunity. Okay, if I don't have the opportunity again, no problem, I'm okay. Okay, no problem, babu wala, no wala, I'm okay. All right, so you can go ahead because this is a level that could be tested once more. Okay, if you zoom in on this chart on a lower time frame, for those of you that know how to analyze correctly. Okay, Franklin, go back to your charts. I know, let me check some of my students that are here. I want to mention your name. Go back to your charts, switch to a lower time frame and do your analysis. Okay, you see that there is a level on that 0.48 that is an opportunity right there. Okay, so guys, okay, do your research. We are all striving to make millions in the market. Okay, and we are making that position. Okay, do your research and whatever conviction, okay, whatever personal conviction that you've seen, okay, get locked on it. All right, get locked on it. Don't leave your money on exchange. Okay, don't leave your money on exchange. An exchange that has never been hacked before in crypto for the past 8 years got hacked this year. Okay, what does that tell you? Okay, it shows to tell you that, it makes sense to have a custody of your own assets. Okay, that's just by the way. Now, I'm going to share some links with you in the comment box, probably on Telegram or WhatsApp. Okay, go and read some things. Okay, dig further. Okay, whatever way you know how to do your research, go ahead and do it. Okay, but make sure that you are well positioned. Nobody should be poor among us. Nobody. I repeat it. Nobody. Okay, if you are here, you are my guys. You have no business with poverty in this life. I swear to God, by God's grace. Okay, so guys, make positions. Okay, these are my research. These are the outcome of the research that I've done. Okay, 3 out of 3, they've won it. All right. Yoruba people will say that tí èèyàn bá lẹ́ni name ọsàn kò ní mu kíkan. For those of you who are Yoruba here, you understand this. But I don't know how to translate that perfectly to English. But to translate it means that if there is a tree in the bush, among several orange trees, okay, let me say there is an orange plantation in the bush or on a farm. Okay, on that orange plantation, if there is a gatekeeper, that is just a loose translation of that proverb. Okay, for those who are not Yoruba, téèyàn bá lẹ́ni name ọsàn kò ní mu kíkan. Okay, if you have someone on that farm, okay, and the person points, just ask a question like, Oga, please, amongst all your orange trees here, which amongst them is the sweetest? Okay, if that person likes you personally, okay, the person will point at a particular tree and say, look at that tree, go and plug your orange right there. All right, every other guys who are in that place, okay, and they just be making gambling, moving from one tree to the other. Okay, they might later find that tree, maybe, I don't know. Okay, but the man will point at this particular tree, look at that tree, my guy, climb that tree and pluck whatever orange you want to pluck, and whatever orange that you pluck on that tree to be sweet. Okay, it will not be sour. Okay, that is a loose translation of that proverb. I say, waiting by the muscle. So now, guys, I'm giving you some of these facts now. You have somebody at muscle. Okay, so make the best use of these opportunities that you have. All right, so do your research. Okay, this is my personal opinion about Ripple, basically. Okay, and I hold you that responsibility of sharing it with you. All right, I hold you that responsibility of sharing with you. That's one of my promise to you guys. Okay, so make sure that you do your research. If you are trading it, I'm trading it also. Trading is different. I want to trade Ripple and make quick bucks. It's different. Okay, even when you make quick money, even when you make quick bucks, you can still use that profit and make an investment into it. All right. Okay, so if you look at this stats, okay, we opened short and it fell. What do you think is going to happen to that profit? Okay, I use that profit to go and drink garri. Okay, even though I advise that you eat well with your profit, eat well, eat, enjoy. Okay, but you still hold your future. That responsibility of making an investment. All right. So, guys, that is